reading through your text entitled Wake Up, and I've been pulling some things out of it and finding it useful, and certainly as a practitioner and a musician, it's helping me to get out of my routines and habits and thinking, that can hold me back. So some things that I want to talk about. Here on page 7, you have a statement where you say, your tune, your garbage, your perfect self-suffering is a tourniquet around the neck of freedom. What kind of sick, strangulative, psychically sick music or noise is this that it won't let you sleep and it won't let you awaken? And my question coming from that is it sometimes better for musicians to get away from their playing and their music in order to get free of it?
Well, it's better to look at it and know what it is. Know what you're doing with it. Know what it's doing to you. What is musical practice doing to you? That's the question. And of course, much of what I write is spoofing the craziness of jazz musicians or players, where they make the music everything. And that reminds me of what the anecdotes were about. I think it was Eddie Harris who said something like, "Well, don't just play music. Have other things to do. Otherwise, it can destroy you, or drive you crazy." In a matter of speaking, that was a form of wisdom. So we need to be living and playing, not playing as if that's the only living you have. So this is a wisdom call to all musicians, and I've met many in my, I guess, short career along the way. And I've said this to all the musicians who came my way. Practice. Practice. Go deeper. Practice. Go beyond yourself. Because when you're playing from yourself, you're not playing from what it is. You're just playing from what yourself thinks of what it is. Practice is what it believes it is. But not really playing from what it is of itself. And so that's maybe deep talk for some people, but that's basic for practitioners who are here to learn how to transcend themselves and create from a deeper level of music, which we are all capable of, once we get rid of the nonsense and the confusion and the neuroses, all the distractions, and that's what's left.
And then do you have anything in terms of music as being something that could help people gain discipline or get into this area of practice? Do you see it as it could be a benefit for people? Do you have anything to say about that in terms of having musical practice as a discipline?
Music's whatever you make it. Too often you make it all there is. That's the problem. But music is not who you are necessarily. It's what you're doing and what uses you. And that could be a good thing depending on who you are and what level of music you're playing. I've known a lot of classical players, and they are, great players. And that's what they have to do. And they do it as good or as well as anybody else. So that's their purpose. But that's not all there is. See? There's more. But the idea is to know that there's more. It's not only about music, there's a soul. What is your soul up to? Not just your musical ambitions and your ego drive to accomplish music. That's not enough. Everybody knows that's not enough. That's something. To step up. It's a great accomplishment for some players, but that's not all it is. That's not happiness. The ego's going to be happy if it could win a Grammy or something. Some egos are thrilled just to make a record and be counted amongst the stars or the great players. So these are steps on the path, but that's not all there is. It's really not all there is.